I love you. Thank you for coming tonight. First of all, I want to thank you, everybody. Thank you. First of all, let me thank my wife, Dorothy, and I want to thank her for being such a great First Lady of the Commonwealth of Virginia, the best partner in my life, and most importantly, for making sure that 13 million more meals were served to needy children here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. I thank you for that, Dorothy. To our great chair, Matt DeFronte, I thank you. Congressman Beyer, who was with us. Our great speaker, Eileen Fillercorn, was with us. Senator Kane, our great governor, Ralph Northam's in the House with us. And a big thank you to our future Lieutenant Governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia. Hala is in the House with us. And our future Attorney General, who has done a great job, Mark Herring's also in the House with us. So folks, you give me a Democratic House with this team, let me promise you this state will take off like a booster rocket. Let me tell you. And first of all, thank all of you for being here today. What a beautiful evening here in Arlington, Virginia, to be here with the 46th President of the United States of America, Joe Biden. Virginia, we have only 1 week left in this campaign. And I got to be honest with you, there could be nothing more at stake. And sometimes you have to slow down and take a step to realize what really is at stake. And yesterday was one of those days. Yesterday, Glenn Youngkin released his closing argument of this campaign. In it, he promotes an effort to ban books by Toni Morrison from Virginia schools. One of America's most famous authors, the winner of the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the winner of the Nobel Prize. This is his closing message. Glenn Youngkin is promoting banning books by one of America's most prominent black authors. Just the fact that he's even discussing this brings shame here to the Commonwealth of Virginia. He is ending his campaign the way he started it, with divisive dog whistles. Even after the deadly attacks on January 6th, Glenn Youngkin launched his campaign by promoting election conspiracy theories. And for 8 months, it was the only issue he had on his website. He encouraged speculation that Donald Trump could be reinstated to office. His campaign surrogates include conspiracy theorists who promote violence and lies about the 2020 election. And let me be clear, Joe Biden won the 2020 election fair and square. But folks, he campaigns on radio shows with supporters of neo-Nazi groups. So Virginia, we have a choice. A path that promotes conspiracies, hate, and division, or a path focused on lifting up every single Virginian. I have 20 comprehensive plans, 166 pages in all, to tell you how exactly I'm going to do it, how I will lift up every Virginian. There is a real difference in this race. I am a uniter. Glenn Youngkin is a divider. I promise all of you we will create good jobs in every corner of the Commonwealth. I promise you we will raise the minimum wage to $15 by 2024. I promise you we will make child care more affordable for every Virginia family. And I promise you I will get every Virginian paid sick and family medical leave here in Virginia. We're going to fight the high cost of prescription drugs, we'll lower premiums, and I promise you we will make sure that affordable health care is within reach of every single Virginian. And as I said on day one of my campaign, I'm going to make sure that every single child in Virginia receives a world-class education. Folks, I know we can do it because we did it before. When I took office in 2014, Virginia's economy was in crisis. So I rolled up my sleeves, I got to work, making life better for all Virginians. By working in a bipartisan way, I'm proud we created 200,000 good-paying jobs, personal income went up 14%, and we reduced unemployment in every single city and county here in Virginia. We leaned in on clean energy to tackle climate change and create good-paying jobs. And Glenn Youngkin, the other day, he denied that humans contribute to climate change. And he just said he would have blocked Virginia's Clean Economy Act. Are you kidding me? Folks, we made a record investment in education, infrastructure, and transportation. That's why we are consistently ranked the best state in America for business. And I always tried to find common ground. As you know, I will work with anyone at any time, including reasonable Republicans. But make no mistake, Glenn Youngkin is not a reasonable Republican. And it's not just banning books and election conspiracy theories. It's issues like education. Glenn Youngkin wants to follow Donald Trump and Betsy DeVos's plan and take money from public schools and send it to private schools. Independent reports have said that his plan would cut 43,000 teachers from our schools here in Virginia. And what bothers me daily is that Glenn Youngkin uses education to divide Virginia. He wants to pit parents against parents, parents against teachers. He wants to bring his personal culture wars into our classrooms. Folks, we will not allow Glenn Youngkin to bring his hate and his chaos into our Virginia schools. And we will never let our children be used as political pawns. Instead, here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to raise teacher pay above the national average for the first time in Virginia history. I promise you within 2 years I'll get every single student online. And I will expand pre-K to tens of thousands of children in need here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Glenn Youngkin has done nothing but run down our teachers since this campaign started. So let me say this to all the teachers here in Virginia. We love you, we appreciate you, and you are the true heroes of this COVID crisis. On COVID, Glenn Youngkin has already brought Donald Trump's anti-science agenda to Virginia. And think of it, he's not even elected. Youngkin has said, on day one, all masks are off and no vaccine requirements for our teachers. Folks, this is deadly. Here in Virginia, 1,142 of our children have been in ICU beds in our hospitals. Last week, 2 11-year-olds died from COVID. We cannot let Glenn Youngkin be in charge of our children's education or their health. And on abortion, one thing is crystal clear. Glenn Youngkin has stated over and over that he will outlaw abortion in Virginia. And let me say this, Donald Trump's Supreme Court will now let him do it. This isn't a hypothetical anymore. Women and doctors could face jail time. Women will die from unsafe, illegal abortions here in Virginia. Let me be clear. I trust women to make their own decisions as I did before. And I will always be a brick wall to protect women's rights against politicians like Donald Trump and Glenn Youngkin who want to make abortion illegal. So, folks, we have 1 week to go. We've all got a lot of work together to bring this one home. Our campaign so far has already knocked on 1.5 million doors. Thank all of you. Last weekend, we knocked on over 150,000 doors last weekend, so thank you. But make no mistake, I still need your help. I need you to get out. I need you to vote early. I saw Senator Kaine, folks had not voted early. I need you to join the 750,000 Virginians who have already cast their ballot. I need you to have your voices heard early. Make sure you go out and vote, and you vote early. And folks, if you got an absentee ballot at home, send it in. Don't wait. You cannot take voting for granted. Because as you know, there are people out there who want to limit the right to vote. It was only a few years ago that I overturned a 102-year-old racist Jim Crow era law that prevented those who had served their time from voting. Restoring voting rights to more people than any governor in American history was the high point of my governorship. But I'll be honest with you, not every day is like that. The darkest day of my governorship was when neo-Nazis and white supremacists marched on Charlottesville. They marched with the most vile, racist, anti-Semite intent that I had ever experienced in my life. You could see the hatred in their faces. You could hear the hatred in their words. You could smell the hatred from their torches. After that horrific violence that we saw that day, as you know, I went before the cameras and I said what was obvious. White supremacy and neo-Nazism have no place here in Virginia. I said they were cowards. They were not patriots. The people who marched on Charlottesville represent a very dark part of America. A group of people who believe in white supremacy, believe in hate, believe in violence. And some politicians encouraged it. We all remember that Donald Trump said they were very fine people. And after all of that, Glenn Youngkin said that Donald Trump represents so much of why he is running for governor. Let me be clear, folks. I'm running for governor for you. But after that tragic day in Charlottesville, for others, it was a moment to stand up for what is good in America and to reject hate. For Joe Biden, Charlottesville became the moment. He knew we were in a battle for the soul of our nation. And he decided to return to public office. And after 4 years of chaos and hatred under Trump, we needed someone with empathy and good character in the White House. That's Joe Biden. I have known President Biden for 40 years, and I know a few things about him. He's decent, even to those he disagrees with. He's optimistic about building a stronger future for all of our children. He's passionate about taking on huge global challenges like climate change. And he cares so deeply about this country and making it a place where there is an opportunity for all. Virginia, please join me in welcoming the 46th President of the United States of America, Joe Biden.